Welcome, Wolves, to the 2021 school year. Now, if you're new to Allegiance Academy, welcome. You're going to love it. If you're returning, I can't wait to see your smiley faces. And just know, as always, I miss you guys. Now, I know we're going to start up the school year a little bit differently than last year, but it's okay. We're going to make the best of it and we're going to have fun. Now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself and how the class is going to be run.
My name is Ms. Kinga, and this year I'll be teaching TK, K, 1st, 2nd, and 7th grade PE. Now I know we can't physically be at school right now, but I did want to include a couple of images of our school. If you look in the top left corner, that is the entrance of our school. The bottom left is probably one of the kids' favorite areas during recess and lunch, the playground. And on the right side, that is the field right in front of the Mandarin classroom, the Spanish classroom, and the STEAM lab. It's a field that we usually use for our games. I wanted to share with you a little bit about my education background. Now, I graduated from Cal Poly Pomona in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and health promotion pedagogy option. And I furthered my education and graduated in 2015 with a master's degree in kinesiology and health promotion curriculum and instruction option. Now, while being at Cal Poly, I got to work in an amazing program called Motor Development Clinic. What Motor Development Clinic did is take school-age children with motor delays and worked on those motor skills and developed those motor skills. I had an amazing time. I worked there several summers. I worked there during quarters and semesters, and it's one of my passions. After graduation, I was lucky enough to snag a job at Cal Poly Pomona and become a professor who currently still teaches at Cal Poly. So if you look on one of the pictures, you see my office. While being a professor at Cal Poly Pomona, I got to teach a lot of fun courses, such as kickboxing, step aerobics, stretching, weight training, circuit training, step aerobics, and a couple of lecture courses such as assessment in physical education, tests and assessments in physical education, the science of aging, and pedagogical practices in physical education. I love teaching. It's my passion. Not only did I get to teach, I also became an advisor for a club called Mind Over Mutter. And if you see the picture, that's all of us in the mud. It was a lot of fun. I got to work with an amazing group of students who have now graduated. But like I said, teaching is my passion, and now teaching at Allegiance is one of the most amazing things I get to do every day. Now, aside from being a teacher and a professor, I am a mom to 2 little boys. Well, not little anymore. They're going to be in 3rd and 4th grade this year. And a mom to 2 dogs. Hazard, which is a Pit Bull Basset Hound mix, and Charlie, which is a Shih Tzu. I wanted to share with you some of the fun activities I like doing outside of school. So this probably won't come to you as a surprise, but I love being outdoors and being active. So one of my favorite things to do is finding a new fun run for my kids to do. So far, we've done a glow run, we've done a foam run, and we've done a mud run. And we love the mud run as we were covered with mud from head to toe at the end. Another thing that we love now, which we tried for the first time over the summer, was paddleboarding and kayaking. We also love camping. Whether it's in a tent at a campsite or in our RV at the desert, we just love being outside watching our kids play or ride their motorcycles or quads. Finally, one of my favorite pastimes is working out. I love to work out either at a gym or at home, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I wanted to go over some of the expectations for the class, but before I go over my expectations, I want to go over what you can expect from me. Now, if you're in TK or K, you will receive 1 PE lesson a week. If you're in 1st or 2nd, you will receive 2. And if you're in 7th, you will receive up to 5 lessons per week, depending if there's a holiday in there or not. All lessons will be in your Google Classroom by Monday morning, 8 a.m. Now, let's go over some of the things I expect from you. Number 1, please watch and follow along with all the videos. Number 2, complete the assignment following the video. Number 3, make sure you submit it by 12:30 p.m. on Friday. So we'll have from Monday morning, 8 a.m. up to 12:30 p.m. on Friday to submit your assignments. Number 4, always follow the wolf waves. And number 5, have fun. This is supposed to be a fun assignment, something you learn but also enjoy to do. Now, grading. All assignments that are submitted through Google Classrooms will be graded. So make sure you complete those in a timely manner and submit them by the deadline. Lastly, I wanted to just go over some of the apps we'll be utilizing in PE during distance learning. Now, the 2 most important apps or vital apps that we'll be using in PE are going to be Google Classroom and CISA. The reason for that is all the classwork and all the communication will be pushed through those 2 apps. Now, the other one that we'll be utilizing in PE is YouTube. All your physical education videos are going to be YouTube links. Therefore, if you have a smart TV, an Xbox, or a PlayStation, you can utilize those devices to stream the videos and watch them on your TV. Now, the last 2 applications that we'll be using is Google Forms and Kahoot, and don't worry, in the next video I'll walk you on how to use them. Now, your teacher will provide you with the physical education Google Classroom code, so when you get into the Google Classroom, you will receive further information on how to get on CISA, and I can't wait to get connected with you guys.
Hey Wolves, how's it going? Mr. Cox here, and I'm going to be your PE teacher this year. And yes, we're starting out distance learning, but we're going to have a good time together. I promise you that. So really quickly, I don't want to spend too much time making this video because I know you guys are also, going through other orientations for distance learning. But I want to give you a quick rundown of what PE is going to look like in distance learning. Some of you had me last year at the end for distance learning, and you kind of know what to expect in some of those areas, but it's going to look a little bit different this year. So I want to talk about that with you. So I made some slides for you guys to look at as I talk to you. So let me just go ahead and present. And we should be good. All right, let's start at the beginning. Present right here. All right, you guys. So welcome to PE this year. Distance learning style, of course. We are the CBU Lancers this year. Last year we didn't have a assigned university, but this year we are Cal Baptist University. So that'll be cool. But yeah, PE is gonna be distance learning, and it's gonna be a little bit different than last time because we won't have any live workouts. For those of you who were with me last year, but we will have recorded workouts. So it'll be very similar, and I'll kind of explain as we get going here. But before I get into all that, I actually want to share a little bit about myself because I know I have some new students, whether it be, 7th graders last year who are now 8th graders, or, I might have some students who are brand new to the school. I know we have quite a few students who are brand new to the school. So welcome to ASA for those students. But really quickly want to share about myself. My love for physical education, or PE, it comes from my love for sports and physical activity. I grew up when I was your guys' age. I played a ton of different sports. Growing up, when I was a younger kid, I mostly played baseball. And as I got older, I started doing some swimming, water polo, played a little bit of football. And so, I was doing all kinds of sports. And I really still to this day, I love sports. But when I finished high school, I chose that I didn't want to play sports in college just because college sports are a real big commitment. And I just wasn't sure I was wanting to do that. So I said I was going to focus on my education. But what I realized is that me giving up sports was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I still wanted to be really active. I still wanted to be competitive. So because I still wanted these things, I actually got involved in weightlifting and fitness. And to this day, that's kind of what I do. I lift weights and I watch sports. Those are like what I do to stay active. Watching sports doesn't keep me active, but I do play sports with friends and stuff. Back when everyone was together and whatnot. I hope that one day soon I'll be able to play sports with my friends again. But anyway, my favorite sports teams, you guys, some of you already know them based on especially the shirt I'm wearing. First of all, for baseball, my favorite baseball team is the Angels. And I'm not here saying that they're the best team in Southern California because I know that they're not. I know that the Dodgers are really good right now, and the Angels are in a little bit of a slump. They have some good players, but I just think that they need some help in other areas like pitching. So, I'm not here saying the Angels are better than the Dodgers, so don't think I am, but they are my team. I grew up liking them. So, yeah. And then my football team, you guys, is the Denver Broncos. They've been my favorite team for some time as well. When Peyton Manning was playing there, that's when I really became a Denver Broncos fan. And when he retired, I was just like, well, I'll just continue being a Broncos fan. So I love to watch football. It's a fun sport. I get really into it. And then also my favorite basketball team, and I love watching basketball. It's one of my favorite sports to watch on TV, probably my favorite sport to watch on TV. My favorite team, though, is the Lakers, you guys, and I'm really excited about this season. The Lakers just the other day clinched first seed, so I think they're going to hopefully do really well in the playoffs, and it should be good. My favorite player on the Lakers, I got to go with Anthony Davis. The dude's a beast, and he's real cool dude. I think he's, pretty humble for the most part, and I like that about him. So things I like to do, I want to go over some of these things. I like to weightlift, as I was talking about. The picture to the side of that, above it, is a picture of me hiking at Mount Zion National Park. I love to go to national parks and do hikes. Actually, you can kind of tell, but in the picture, I'm actually on the edge of a cliff, like way up, thousands of feet in the air. Really dangerous, but I love to do things like that. I love being active outside. Below that, you see a picture of me at the beach. That beach is actually in Cancun. It was beautiful. My wife and I went there for our honeymoon. Not this previous summer that we just had, but the summer before. And then also I love to fish. There's a picture of me deep sea fishing, and as you can see from the look on my face, I was not too happy about the size of the fish I caught, but fishing is still something I really enjoy doing. And then underneath that, you can see I like to game. I like to play some games with friends, and I'm holding my puppy there who was hanging out with me while I was playing some games. But yeah, I like to hop on Warzone and Modern Warfare every now and then and play with some friends. Above that and to the right, you can see a picture of a golf course with a golf cart. Golfing is one of my hobbies that I love to do. It's a real fun sport. It's a sport that challenges me in a unique way, unlike any other sport I've ever played. And then below that is a picture of me and my friend tubing at Lake Havasu. I love going to the lakes and going out in the water and tubing and doing water sports like that. So those are some of the things I like to do. Recent highlights in my life, there's a couple. I just got married, not this past summer, but the one before it in 2019. Getting married to my lovely wife, Christina, is the best decision I've ever made. She's awesome. And then we recently got a puppy together. Her name is Willow, and she is a Maltipoo. We got her in May. She's still real young. You'll probably see a little bit of Willow in some of the recordings I push out to you guys just to keep things fun. So be on the lookout for her. But yeah, she's an awesome dog. We love her a lot. Now, really quickly, want to kind of skip through this video. This video is a little longer than I wanted it to be. So I'll show you. It's a video highlighting the PE office. This is the entry into the locker room. I'm just going to kind of keep skipping. This is my desk in the office. And then this is our equipment room right here. We have a ton of equipment that we will eventually get to use one day, hopefully sooner than later. But when we do get back, I want to put this equipment to its best use. So we have a ton of stuff. Oops, I think I clicked too far. Go back here. I was not done. Right. So these are the locker rooms. Nothing special about the locker rooms. They're just kind of big empty rooms with lockers like you would expect. So that's the boys' locker room. This is the girls' locker room, about the same. Then going outside, you'll get a look at our field. We actually have a pretty nice field. I know it doesn't look too great in that one spot right there. I don't know if it just doesn't get water, but yeah, we have a nice field that you guys will use for like sports like soccer, frisbee. We use it for our mile track. So there's that. We have basketball courts that are really nice. I'm sure many of you have used them. We also have volleyball poles over in the corner, not pictured right now. But these are your numbers that you'll line up at. And yeah, oh, there's the volleyball poles kind of next to those cards right there. Right there. Yeah. So that's the facilities that we're going to be using when we do get back. I just wanted to show you them, even though we won't be using them just yet, just for, you know, the new students to kind of see what the campus looks like for PE and what facilities and equipment we have. So expectations, you guys, I want to spend just a little bit of time here. I don't have a lot of expectations for you guys in that I don't have a big list, but I do have high expectations for you guys. In distance learning, each lesson I push out to you is going to be recorded like this, okay? And at this point, you already have had a recorded lesson. So with this recording, this format that we're using, it's required that you attend and participate in each recorded lesson. And I will be monitoring the attendance and participation, and I'll be letting you know in the future how I'll be doing that. But that is going to be the biggest factor in your grade. Really, if you just show up and you do what you need to do, you're going to get a fine grade in my class. Okay, so please make sure that you attend and you be active in the lessons. Number two, I'm not going to be assigning a whole bunch of written work, but when I do assign some written work, I want you to turn in your work on time, okay? If the deadline is Friday, before the end of the day, please turn in your work on time. And number three, I really want you guys to have fun, okay? You know, enrichment should be one of the best parts of your day, and I want PE to be even you know, your favorite enrichment class, your favorite part of every day, every class, or every day that you have your PE class. So those are my expectations for you guys. With that being said, I'm going to hop back over to the meet. I'm going to stop presenting and say sayonara. We'll see you guys soon for another recorded lesson. We're going to have a good time in distance learning. So show up with a good attitude and it'll be awesome. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys soon.